Hey everybody, No Stigma Steve coming at you with another video. As you can see, I went and voted today. I think people will probably be able to figure out how I voted. I'm not going to say. And I kind of like the sunlight in this video. So, today we're going to talk about Bruce Rauner. I can tell you right off the bat, he's literally described himself as not a fan of medical marijuana, definitely does not support recreational marijuana. I'm making this video because, for a couple of reasons. First of all, I want to inform people on what his positions are. That's part of this Northern Illinois cannabis project. But I'm also got some interesting responses when I posted on a website called rollitup.org about just saying things like we need to make sure that we go vote and we need to make sure that we vote for cannabis positive politicians. And most of the people liked it. Most of the people didn't say anything. There were a couple of responses that were just baffling to me. In my opinion, it's an example of just being convinced to vote against your own interests. Let's see if I can bring that up. So, let's see here. So basically, I posted that we need to vote for cannabis-positive politicians, and when I said that, the person automatically assumed I did mean Pritzker. Let's be honest, Pritzker has been very favorable towards both medical and recreational cannabis. So I'm going to read this. I'm going to read my comment first. So I submitted all my required documents along with 2 additional residency proof forms in addition via the online system. It is telling me now I cannot start a new application due to the license I hold. So that could be a good sign. I am a social worker and have lots of experience working state forms. Still being told to wait 90 days, but we will see if the online stuff is quicker. I have been making some videos, so I'll get the links up. There you go. It is so important we do our research and vote, guys and girls, not just for us cannabis patients. People are homeless and dying on the streets due to lack of funding. Also, remember, the state worker is overworked and underpaid. It's not his or her fault for the backlog. Rauner has been hindering the implementation of this program from the get-go, and it still exists. Once he is gone, things will improve quickly. So important. The response, I'm not going to say the name, and them Democrats did nothing for 15 years. Under Rauner, life has significantly improved for me in Illinois. He doesn't say how. Have you seen the commercials for this Pritzker guy? They are abhorrent. A bumbling fool that doesn't look like he could hold a job anywhere at all. Well, he's pretty successful. He's got a lot of money. I feel like he can hold a job. Give Rauner 4 more years. I believe he is just getting the hang of things. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't elect people that are just getting the hang of things to governor. You can make a comment about some very major politician who we were told that was going to figure it out once he got into office, and that's not working out too well. I'm an honest man trying to make it on my own in Illinois. Please don't make this harder for me. I'm an honest man, too, trying to make it on my own in Illinois. Here's how Bruce Rauner has made it harder for me. He, first of all, tried to take away my health care. Second of all, he's cut state funding. I'm a social worker. I have a graduate degree. I see the effects that funding cuts have done to mental health services. We have homeless people dying on the streets in Rockford, Chicago, downstate. It doesn't matter where you are. He's trying to deny me access to medical marijuana. He's trying to arrest my friends for using marijuana. You know, I'm not getting any benefits from his tax cuts, that's for sure. So I see no reason to give him 4 more years. And then there's a couple more. I said, well, one is opposed to medical marijuana, the other is not. But, you know, politics are a part of it. And then this one guy, just a jerk. You join this site to post your political view. Again, I didn't, you know, I'm just explaining things. My political view, I'll be very clear right now, is that Bruce Rauner is a terrible politician, and a lot of the Republicans are. That's my opinion. And while there's plenty of Democrats that are at fault for the position of Illinois, Bruce Rauner is not the way to fix it. We can't cut our way out of this program. You're only here to tell people to keep voting the same way Illinois and Chicago has for way too many years now. I did say something in response that a Chicago liberal in office sounded good to me because that's what the attack ads are. We are here. We are where we are for a reason. The liberal agenda has went off the rails. But whatever. It's all about the wait time. I'm at 37 days. Can't wait to get this card. So first of all, for me, it's about more than the wait time. It's about allowing everybody that needs medical cannabis to get access to medical cannabis. It's legalizing recreational marijuana. That's what it's about for me. So it's not just about the wait time for me. Number two, who you're on an internet site, especially one called rollit.org, and you're trying to act like a police officer or an autocrat and tell people how to post and what they can and cannot post about. I'm an advocate for marijuana. I'm an advocate for many different things, many different positions. So I'm going to talk about it. I don't really care if somebody feels uncomfortable that there is getting pointed out that they vote for candidates that want to basically, not allow medical marijuana, not allow legal marijuana. The truth's a bitch sometimes. Let's look at Bruce Rauner's positions. The first thing we're going to talk about is he did decriminalize medical marijuana, or he decriminalized the possession of marijuana under 10 grams. He made it just a ticket. That's good. Here's where it gets really interesting. This is so key. SB 33, that is the bill that adds PTSD as a qualifying condition. That was passed in about 2015. Rauner tried to veto, well, he did veto it. So then it had to go back to the House and the Senate where it got a majority, a specific majority to override the veto. SB 33 was passed September 10th, 2015, and it wasn't signed into law until like about 2 weeks ago. He actually signed it at Heather Stein's office. She's a big proponent of medical marijuana and legal marijuana. She also has an office that's right next to a social service agency that was very close to my place in Chicago. Rauner didn't want to fucking sign that bill. He was there because he was forced to sign the bill. Might as well make something out of it and try to confuse people and look like you're kind of this centrist. But if you look at his record, he's been opposed to it from day one. Remember, Quinn signed this medical marijuana program in 2013. The program wasn't implemented to 2015. Rauner tried to veto that after Quinn signed it into law. So he tried to prevent the whole program from working. Then, when it was up for renewal, remember, the program didn't really get off of its feet because there was so much interference going on from Rauner that didn't really get going. So then Rauner tried to get rid of it again. So Bruce Rauner is trying to cut off your access to medical marijuana. If you're sitting here and we're all upset about the wait time, which we should be, we should also be concerned that something like the medical marijuana program could just be taken away from us. And we need to put politicians that will protect us into office. Bruce Rauner is not one of them. So I'm not going to vote for Bruce Rauner. There's plenty of reasons for not voting for Bruce Rauner. I did not vote for Bruce Rauner today. I voted for J.B. Pritzker. Is he perfect? No, not at all. I haven't voted for a perfect candidate ever in my life. But go vote. Go vote. Vote how you want to. If you are a medical marijuana patient and you want to vote for Bruce Rauner, go ahead and do it. That's your prerogative. However, just know what you're voting for. So, if people want me to go more in depth and actually look at the laws, I can do that. I'm more than willing to make it something more specific, but this video is already getting kind of long, so I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll keep making these videos. If anything, it's a good project for me to educate myself. And just go vote. Early voting started now. You can do it.